Now in this video, I'm going to show you how to fix that block right shot and hook left shot by doing this in the downswing, and that is keeping your tilt whilst turning through the golf ball. So even though a hook and a push go in two different directions, there is one commonality between both of them, and that is the extreme inside club path. So when we see a club path going extreme on the inside, so you could say the club getting stuck behind you, that is going to be the precursor to those two shots. The only difference between both of them, let's say we hit a straight push. If we hit a straight push, we have that big inside path, and that club face is perfectly matching that path. If it was a push slice, the club face would be a little bit open to that path. Now if we hook it, path is the same, still approaching on the inside, but now the club face is quite aggressively shut to the path. It can still be open to your target, but if it's shut to the extreme path, off it's going to the left. So for us to fix both of those shots, what we've got to do, we've got to mainly fix that club path. So tilting and turning does that for you. So let's talk about the tilt. If we stay in our tilt where that left side stays down, so the left side of my pelvis stays down as I turn, the club will be on a better path. Because if I lose my tilt, if this left side of the pelvis bumps up, so let's say I'm a golfer trying to bump the hips, well that means my pelvis tilt will level out, the left hip bone will go up. You're going to see how that's going to cause upper body to fall back. And what does that do to the club? Forces it on the inside. So if you keep your tilt, prevents that from happening. You won't be then having this excessive bump. You can still shift your pressure. That club now stays on a good path. So the rotational part of this is when we rotate in the downswing, it puts an outward force on the hands. So rotation puts this effect on the golf club. Let me outstretch my arm and I turn. You can see this happen here. My arm follows my rotation. So if I've, let's say, sequenced this correctly in the downswing, lower body, mid-torso turning first, like I always talk about in my channel, that means the club is going to be following my rotation, but it's not going to be thrown over the top, of course. If you're struggling, swinging on the inside, you're not going to go from swinging on the inside to swinging over the top. Don't be kidding yourself. So if I don't rotate, I'm going to have the hand path drop aggressively down. Hands are just going to travel down, and then I'm going to get that club stuck behind me. There's my hook or my push, depending on what my club face is doing going through the golf ball. So we need a tilt and we need a turn. So luckily to fix this, one drill is all we need. Grab an alignment stick, put the alignment stick through your belt loops to where you've got a tiny bit coming on the right hand side, a lot of it on the left. Now this is going to take care of the tilt and the turn. So the stick here on the left hand side is going to represent my tilt. I want to keep it pointing down towards the ground. I don't want it to raise up. That's me losing my tilt. That's me getting the club stuck behind. If I keep it down, the club is going to be predisposed to then travel on a good path. So then what I want to do, I want to, at the same time, let's point this down, disappear it left around me. So disappear it. I want it to then turn and disappear. So you can see, without a golf ball, what does it do to the hand? So this is very extreme, this in the practice swing. See how it makes the hands really travel out. It looks over the top, doesn't it, with a practice swing? Will it do that though with a golf ball? No. So many of you out there, you'll be doing something that slightly feels different, and you're being, God, I'm now swinging over the top. How have I done this? No, you're not swinging over the top. You just feel like you are. Or you see the hands moving a little bit more out than you used to, not getting stuck behind you, like, oh no, over the top. You're not swinging over the top. Stop it. Just keep that left side down, turn through. Look at this swing here. Sticks down, turning around. It's going to keep the club more in front for better tilt and better rotation. There we go. Did I swing over the top? Of course I didn't. Of course I didn't. None of you are going to go from stuck on the inside to swinging over the top. So really have this drill is going to absolutely clear up this losing tilt, hand dropping because of the lack of rotation. You're not going to get the club stuck on the inside. You're going to have it move on path, move nicely with the arc. The club face is going to be now moving square to the arc, if your club face condition is good. And you're going to be so much better. I've done this drill tons in my golf game, tons, because I have struggled with exactly what I've talked about in this video personally. This is what did it for me, and it will do it for you too. So if you like this video, click that like button. If you've got more golf instruction just like this, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button too to be notified every time I put out a video. So you can fix that hook and that block, keep your tilt, turn.